I've been improving my communication skills for almost 4 years now, and at that time, I've built up a decently social life for myself. And so in this video, I'm going to give you a no BS guide to build up a social life like that for yourself. The first and most important thing, the number one thing when improving your social skills is you need to cold approach. Cold approaching is essentially just walking up to strangers on the street and telling them anything, just starting a conversation, and that's it. Doing this at least a few hundred times, or even if you can, at least up to 1,000 times, is going to be the thing that's going to improve your social skills more than anything else. And we're talking about literature, books. The most important books to read are How to Win Friends and Influence People, Models by Mark Manson, and The Charisma Myth. These three books helped me the most. I've read dozens of books on this topic. These are the three books which helped me the most, which have the best mindsets, the best tips and tricks, and just kind of change your way of thinking in the best way to become more social, more confident, and everything. Very important thing about reading books and also watching podcasts and videos like this one is that you don't just learn the information, you actually go and you learn it, remember it, and then go and use it into the field. What this looks like is, let's say you read How to Win Friends and Influence People, you learn that when speaking to people, you want to smile. Tomorrow, you go out and when you're speaking to people, when you're doing the cold approaches, which as I said is the foundation, nothing happens without the cold approaches, you go and you smile. That is how you actually learn. If you live in a small village and maybe there's not a lot of strangers who you can kind of speak to, and maybe you're just in a situation where you can't really leave the house, one thing you can also do is you can hop on community calls in my community, first link in the description, talk to other guys there, talk to strangers there, and then train up your information that you learn from books through that. Second thing to do, or the second thing to take care of, are limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are basically the bullshit beliefs you believe in your mind, which are putting the brakes on you becoming more social, more confident, and everything. These are kind of just dumb beliefs that you have about yourself, which aren't even logical, which your brain has because of the way that it functions. Some of these beliefs are something like nobody likes me, I'm never gonna be social, I can't improve, blah blah blah. Best way to deal with them is to literally just remove all distractions, stare at your fucking wall for like half an hour, set like a timer for half an hour, stare at your wall, and then just think about like, why do you think like this? Use logic, like, why do you think that nobody likes me? Is it logical? Probably not. Is my brain dumb? Probably yes. This is basically the basic formula to deal with absolutely every single limiting belief that you have. You literally just sit down, start thinking about it, ask yourself, is it logical? Realize that it's probably not logical, fix it, boom. Next thing, go and embarrass yourself. One of the things that you're gonna have to just become okay with is the fact that when you're starting improving your social skills, you're gonna embarrass yourself a lot. It is inevitable. You're not gonna be able to speak to girls, you're not gonna be able to speak to anyone unless you go past these first like 10, 20, 30 cold approaches where you completely embarrass yourself. Because in the start, you're going to be pretty autistic, you're not really going to be able to know how to speak to people, what to say, how to say it. And so everything you say is going to be pretty uncomfortable, pretty anxious, pretty annoying, pretty cringy, and so you're going to embarrass yourself a lot. You're going to learn to deal with embarrassment. You're going to learn that most people don't really care about you because they have their own problems to think about, and people just forget even if you do something really bad. A good mindset to keep is always chase discomfort. If you're doing something which is painful, if you're doing something which hurts, if you're doing something which is scaring you or is just giving you anxiety, then it's probably good. Because if you're just sitting in your room and you're watching videos like this and you think that you're learning, sure you are learning, but you're only getting maybe 5% of the way there. 95% of the actual improvement happens when you go out into the street and you speak to people even though you don't want to. You speak to girls even though it scares you, and you do things which are extremely uncomfortable. Again, chase discomfort and you will improve like no one else. Like, that is literally the key to improvement, is just chase discomfort, live outside of your comfort zone. And the most important thing to remember is that this is not going to happen overnight. There are some things which you can do, like for example, if you want to learn to speak to girls and you want to learn to not have anxiety when speaking to girls, sure, you can just go full on fucking Rambo mode and go and cold approach like 100 girls in one night, and okay, tomorrow when you wake up, you're not gonna have any more social anxiety when speaking to girls. But when it comes to actually getting more charismatic and actually improving your social skills and doing these things, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take months, most likely years, like it took me, because most likely you're not gonna be Rambo and you're not gonna be able to just go and cold approach like 200 people in one night, 200 people in another night, 200 people in the third night, and after 1 week just become super social. It's gonna take months, maybe even years. It's gonna take hundreds of hours of reading books, hundreds of hours of watching YouTube videos and content, and hundreds of hours of fucking laying in your bed, thinking about that awkward thing that you said, and feeling bad about yourself, and feeling embarrassed, and having anxiety. But this will all lead into you becoming the social person and building the social life that you always wanted to have and that you always dreamed of. It's gonna be able to build you to this point where you'll be able to have these super wholesome, super wholesome conversations with people, like other girls, other guys. You're gonna be able to meet people, meet friends. You're gonna get rid of these anxieties and dumb limiting beliefs. It's gonna get you better at sales. It's gonna get you better at get you a better job. It's gonna get people to like and respect you and think better of you. It's gonna help you get a girlfriend. It's gonna help you get girls in general. It's gonna help you live a more social life, go to more parties, meet more people, travel more, do everything that you always wanted to do. And even if you've never had ambitions like that, it's gonna get you to the point where you can leave the house and go out into the social life, go out into the town or between a ton of people and have zero anxiety, have a clear mind. And that might be the most worthwhile thing, that improving your social skills will get you that peace of mind when being around other people. If you want to boost your social skills improvement journey a lot, you want to meet some other guys who are on the same path and maybe even want to talk to me, hop on a call with me so we can discuss any problems that you might have and do all of this for absolutely free. You can join my community by clicking on the first link in the description. If you found this video helpful, I think you'll find a lot of value in this video right here. Click on the subscribe button and do the work.